Welcome back. I've got my phone in my hand because I'm going to need to adjust the focus. Because today I'm going to show you my bag of toys, and I have all kinds of crazy stuff. I'll try to remember to talk into the mic instead of turning my head. Again, nothing's rehearsed. I just grabbed my bag of stuff and thought I should show people what some of the noisemakers. I call this my bag of toys. By the way, I wanted to get this off Amazon, but they didn't have this size. I'll put in the description what size it is because I can't remember, but I bought this wide mouth tool bag. You should be able to see it there. Didn't come with a shoulder strap, but it does have a really heavy duty zipper, and the whole thing is tough built. The whole thing is just sturdy. I mean, it's made for tools, so all of my toys go in here, and sometimes cables and headphones and odds and ends. So, I don't think I need to, well, I'll keep my earbuds in, that way I can tell if things are working. I've got my overheads turned on, and I've got this mic. So, let's get right to it. Some of these are more gimmicky than others, and I bought them at different times, but I thought I'd just show everything. The ones that I got off Amazon or someplace that I can track, I'll put in the description. Which the first being Daddy, I don't know. It's really loud. It's a tambourine that clamps on your hi-hat stand or on any kind of stand that you've got a little skinny shaft, but it's got a ridge on it for a stick to hit, and I think the jingles are pretty nice. You're just hearing it through my vocal mic and my overheads, but it'll jingle, whatever. It makes noise when you pump the foot pedal on the hi-hat, or you can use a stick with it, but it works really great. I also have just a regular hand tambourine. I've had this one for years, and just nice if you need something to, shake. It's a RhythmTech. Like I said, I mean, this is not going to break. I've had it for years. Okay, what else do we have in here? Some shakers. There we go. I lost the rubber band to these, or they broke a while ago, but you can get these and various other brands of these. I think Meinl makes some. These are Latin Percussion. Soft Shake, I think it's called. I can't remember. I've had these for years too. I'll probably get new rubber bands at some point, but you can pop the rubber bands and use just one, or you can put them together. Now I just kind of grip them. And they work really well. I'm making a little pile on the floor over here. Oh, what else do we have in here? This one's kind of interesting. I think this is Remo. I just tore the stuff off it because it looked goofy. But it's a thunder tube. It's just a membrane with a spring on it. And if you cup your hand over it, you can get some kind of... Or you can... If you're trying to make sound effects. I don't use it too often. I used to use it a little bit more in worship. Just getting a little bit of at the beginning of an ambient song or something. I've seen bigger ones. Funny story, we were doing a gig 2009, 2010, and the church we were playing at had like 3 of these in bigger sizes, and my friend Nick, the worship leader, he looked over and I had this, and he smiled. He's like, yeah, that sounds cool. I put it down, I picked up the next one up. He looks over and he's like, oh, that's cool. I put it down, I picked the next one up. I think by the time I got to the Big Daddy, he just looked over and had this look of like, what the heck is going on? Anyway, funny story. What else we got? So some of the things I have in here have broken, but I wanted to show them anyway because they were really cool, but they were fragile, and I had left them in a bag, and it got beat up on a road trip. I think you can still find these at drum shops. This is I'm not sure what it's made of, rattan or something, but the bottom is a gourd. It's a shaker, and what's inside are seashells. But it makes for a nice I've lost some of them, so usually has a thicker sound, but it's a nice little rattle. This, I believe, the handle accidentally comes off, but this is a traditional, I think it's Cabasa, with seashells around it. I believe I got this in Brazil, actually. But you can find this kind of thing in import shops and drum shops. So, and you can, it's not too loud as a rattle, but. So anyway, I pull it out every once in a while. I don't do a lot, well, I don't do any Latin stuff, so. So this one, I don't know if I got this at Epcot Center when I was a kid, or if I got it in Brazil or someplace, but I mean, you can find these things all over the place. They're little toy drums, but I used to use it with like in a microphone with a lot of reverb, and I put my thumb in it and kind of do a. So on some of my older recordings that I did with Nick and Rachel Billman, you can hear this kind of a, with tons of reverb. It sounds pretty cool, kind of faded in the background. So just kind of a cool little, you just squeeze it and you get a higher pitch. Oh, what else we got? Oh, we got traditional claves. Always got to have those in your. I used to use these in worship too. Like I said, if my microphone had just a canyon's worth of reverb, I had like a little percussion mic, and this thing they sound amazing with reverb. They just kind of echo this clicky noise in the background, and they're beefy if you get them right in the sweet spot. So, getting down to it. So this is my second one of these. The first one I found in a. Let me get it all the way down the bottom. First one I found in a museum shop, and then I broke it. BB's little beads going everywhere, all over a friend's basement floor, because it is plastic. The second one I found off Amazon, and it's a rain stick, and I can use it as a shaker, but because it's so handheld, you can keep it going. So. You just kind of, if you do it quick enough too, well, smoothly, but sort of in a loud song, you're not going to really notice. And then if I balance it out, it makes a nice shaker. Anyway, very handy to do some rain sounds without having to carry. I'm talking through this thing, I know. Very handy to do some rain sounds without having to carry a big old giant like bamboo rain stick with you. Not quite the same sound as an original, but I've got some rattles. I love doing these again with reverb. They sound really cool in a ambient type of music. I had another set of rattles, which I think they were hooked on with hemp, and so I need to just buy some stuff to string them back together, because the other half of these are just in a bag. They've fallen apart. It's just really come apart, but I think they're Seedpods. They make a really cool sound, so when you had all of them, it really was a nice sound. We got some traditional stuff, triangle with no string, so I can't really play it. A wood block I've had since high school. Still sounds good. This I got, I want to say I got it in Brazil, or somebody got it for me. It's like it's called cuicas. No, cuicas. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if cuica is the talking drum or if it's these, but I've got a little. Well, I lost all the little sticks, but and this one has cracked, so it doesn't have quite as solid of a. But it used to be able to. It was a nice little noise maker. Didn't use it very often. I actually used it this morning though. I needed kind of a hollowy sound. This one's kind of fun. I think this is Latin percussion. This is a wah shaker. You cup your hands. Well, I mean, you can use it as a shaker, but you can cup your hands over it and slowly open and close them. You get that kind of a wah sound, or you can. I don't really do it too much, but I bought it on a whim one time. I don't use it very often, but anyway, it's kind of fun. Let's see. I have a couple of shakers I made years ago. I think when I was in college or even late high school, my father and I bought a bunch of little buckshot and some copper pipes and screwed them together. So I haven't played these in a long time. And a bigger one. And then made one with a pill bottle. Oh, that's funny. It's got my mom's from who knows how many years ago this was. 1999. It's just a pill bottle full of buckshot. Oh, and it's got a hole in it. That's funny. Well, that one's done. It's dropping buckshot. So that one gets retired. All right. Bag's almost empty. Cowbell. Gotta have a cowbell. Never have too much cowbell. Also something I've had since high school. What else have I got? Aha. I lost the mallet to this. So this is Mideast Ethnic Instruments. Bought this in the 2009, 2010 time frame. Meinl makes some of these. Oh, I think there's a dirty Kleenex stuck in the bottom of here. Yep, that's funny. So this is tuned to an A. And if you can see this, there's a little thumb hole there. And you strike it with a rubber mallet, or I've got a yarn mallet. And if you move your thumb off in it, you can hear the primary there. If you do it just right, you don't hear the thumb movement. It's pretty neat, but obviously it has to be something with an A in it. And I think Meinl makes a couple of different keys, so pretty cool. I thought I had. I hope I didn't lose them. Let me see. Bought this on Amazon years ago too. I believe this one's a G. They are little. Yeah, it actually says G on the inside. You probably can't see this. It's a brass bell. It's like a sphere cut in half, but it's very pure. I used to be able to get a kind of a little warble out of it, I know, but nice if you just need a tiny little pure bell sound. I've got finger cymbals in here somewhere that are from, gosh, they're probably from the 60s, 70s. Stole them from my mom. What else is in here? Oh, a couple other odds and ends. This, the RhythmTech. If you're playing congos or hand drums, they make some other ones that'll probably stay on better, but this one straps to your hand so when you're playing. But you really got to get it tighter. It slides up your fingers, but no, I don't really use that one anymore. I used to have congas, but what else? Oh, I don't know where the foam piece from this one went, but it's a little cymbal sizzle. You just pop it on there, and instead of having to drill rivets in your cymbal, you got it. So that works pretty well. I do have a few more things. I'm just hunting in the little pockets to see if I can... Yep, finger cymbals. What else is that? These are just, yeah, ancient. I mean, they're probably from the 60s. So, I got 3 of them. I think I lost the 4th one. Alright, that's everything in the big bag. I also have... So, this is... It's not broken, but I don't have the rubber band for it. Well, no, it is broken. I lost the little handle. So there was a little handle. I think this is called a... I think it's called a wind wand. They still sell these online if you search up wind wand. So there's a little handle in here, and you spin it by the handle, so it turns this way off this little handle. And a rubber band, it's like a shape of a kite or a sword. The rubber band goes around the bottom, up around this stick, and you can slide the stick and choose. And it's a big, fat rubber band. It's fairly tight, but it's big and fat. Then it goes up around the end. And when you spin this thing by the handle, because I don't think it spins this way. I think you have to have the handle, so it spins this way. When you spin it, it gives you this kind of a whoa, 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 whoa sound, sort of a aboriginal. I'll put a link to a song on one of Nick and Rachel Billman's albums that I played it on. It's very faint, but you can hear it. What you can't hear, I don't remember if I did it on the recording or if we did it we were at ministry school and we played 4 days a week. And I had this thing going in this, so they had cranked up the overheads, and all of a sudden I got off a little bit. I'm in a drum cage, spinning this sucker around, and he's got it cranked in the room, and then all of a sudden I hit the cymbal with it, and it just, everybody jumped out of their seats. And the sound guy fell over laughing. But it's a pretty cool gadget. Yeah, another Cuica. And I've saved one of the coolest things for last. When I was playing with Nick and Rachel Billman, we went into Nick's basement, got a couple of power tools, went and bought this PVC pipe, and then followed some instructions we found on YouTube on how to make an overtone flute. So it's got a little, pull this off, it's got a slot, and inside the slot is a wooden plug. You can see the plug. And then you put a ring around the outside, and the slot goes all the way to the end. So if you can see this, it goes all the way to the end. You slide it back, and you blow into the little hole that's left. It's made like a whistle, and it blows the air out here. We fine-tuned it, sanded it down, or grind it down, I can't remember, to the closest note to whatever we had cut it. I think it's an F sharp. But when you blow, and the harder you blow, the more harmonics you get. And if you trill your tongue, you get this. And I'll add some reverb to it when I mix this down. I'll be surprised if my 12-year-old doesn't come looking to see what I'm doing. I think that's it. I've gone through the whole bag. I used to have some other stuff. Sorry, I'm sweating. I've got studio lights in here. I used to have some other toys. Things have broken and gotten lost over the years. I'm playing in church a little bit more now, and so I'll probably start hunting down. I know where I live near Nashville. I've seen ads. I haven't been there yet, but I've been to Forks Drum Closet, but there's also a drum supply company farther north of town in East Nashville, and it looks like they have all kinds of percussion and toys. I do have a djembe. I used to have congas, and I traded them in years ago for a Mapex Falcon bass drum pedal, which is what I'm playing down here. Other than that, that's my toys. Just thought I'd share them, and hopefully it'll inspire you to go buy some percussion toys. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe.